What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my favorite fragrance combos for summer. I am so excited to be making all of these summer videos. So anyways, before we get into it, definitely go like, comment, and subscribe, as well as go follow me on social media. All my links should be down below. By the way, leave me some celebrity fragrances that you love down below because I want to place an order. I want to start switching up the channel, getting some new fragrances and some good affordable options. So definitely put those down below so I know what to get, because I love your guys' recommendations and I always take them into account and buy them. So anyways, let's get right into it. So the first fragrance recommendation I want to tell you guys about, some of you might know, I think I mentioned on my channel before, but this is Aqua Kiss and Gingham. You can of course buy the Gingham perfume to go with it, which is what I really love pairing Aqua Kiss with. But if you don't have that and you only have the body mist, it's the same thing. You could definitely pair those together. Oh my gosh, it is the best thing in the entire world. I love Aqua Kiss. It is one of my favorite fragrances in the entire world. I just think that it is the most beautiful aquatic fragrance, but I love adding in Gingham just because it has this clementine note. It just freshens everything up. It's not too strong on any floral. So the mixing with the Aqua Kiss, it just comes together and creates the freshest, most beautiful fragrance that will last you all day long. I get countless compliments when I wear that, but it's definitely your daily day in the life. I wouldn't wear that out at night unless you really love just strictly pure fresh fragrances. Then you can, because Aqua Kiss can be worn any time of day. I wear that everywhere. But adding Gingham to it, I feel like just makes it a little bit more daily day in the life. So yeah. Anyways, the next one I have to talk about is It's a Peach from Bath & Body Works, which is such a beautiful fragrance. I am not sure. I don't think they're still selling it right now, but of course you can get it probably pretty cheap from Mercari. And mixing it with Skylar Clean Beauty Peach Fields. Both, they are strictly pure peach fragrances. It literally smells like there's almost nothing else in there. It is just peach. It's giving peach. It's giving fruity, fresh, good. Peach is something that's really good just for the daily day in the life for summertime. Super bright. It's like you're going to the mall, you're gonna go grab a coffee with your friends. You're not doing anything crazy. I feel like many people like it, and it's just a go-to. It's just quick, easy, you know that it's gonna work, and it's great to have in your collection for summer. Next one I want to talk about is Miami Glow and Agave Papaya Sunset. Now, of course, this has that passion fruit. I feel like I mentioned this in every video, so at this point, I don't even mind mentioning it in every video. It's my favorite perfume of all time, if you know me. This has this passion fruit, the coconut, and then you have the Agave Papaya Sunset. Something about those fruity fragrances, they have a very similar vibe. They're a different font. You know, they have a very similar just vibe to them. They don't smell the same by any means, but the way those fruity fragrances mix, outstanding. Oh my god, it's so good. I love mixing those fragrances together, and I'm definitely very picky about mixing fragrances because if you guys do a wrong combo, it can really ruin a fragrance, insanely. So that's why I definitely recommend mixing those two together. The next one is Gingham and Bombshell together. I'm pretty sure Bombshell also has a clementine note, if I am sure. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, this is super beautiful, but you can only apply a little bit of it with that combo. You don't want to go crazy with that because it can overtake the Bombshell. If anything, you want a little more Bombshell in there because this can kind of overpower it. So I would recommend 75% that, 25% this together. Thank me later. Thank me later. It is so good, outstanding, gorgeous, fresh. You could wear it literally anywhere. I would wear it on a date. I would wear it literally anywhere. So this next fragrance is your spa day. I've mentioned this before, but I have to mention it again just if anyone hasn't seen my other videos. It's White Tea and Sage from Bath & Body Works, one of my favorite fragrances, as well as my boyfriend Zach. It's one of his favorite fragrances I wear, and it's Still by J.Lo. Both of those together have a white Tino in them. So just the combination of that, they really just morph together so well. You couldn't even tell that you're wearing two fragrances. It is stunning, an amazing combination for a summer night, just relaxing, beautiful. It's just so calming. I don't know how to describe it. Sage just gives the best, just calming thing ever. Also, I do love mixing white tea and sage with the Pacifica sage fragrance. So those are also a little bonus. Those are also really amazing together and amazing for summertime. This next one is Lovely from Sarah Jessica Parker, one of the best fragrances of all time with a lavender note. And surprisingly, you would never ever think Twinkling Nights, the lotion. I don't really like mixing the body mist with it, more so the lotion. I get 3 trillion bajillion compliments. I don't know what it is about that combo. It morphs so good. Like, it's so crazy how they don't share like any similar fragrance notes at all, but they just work. They go together so well. I could eat it up. Like, it's outstanding. Highly recommend. And having that lotion underneath just helps it last all day. You will smell beautiful, and you could wear that any time of day. Like, you will smell like a snack. Okay. Anyways, the next fragrance combo is Beautiful Day and Daisy from Marc Jacobs. I don't know what it is about the Beautiful Day fragrance where it's a very simple makeup of fragrance notes, which I like because you can mix it with a whole bunch of stuff. And the apple note goes really surprisingly well with the Daisy note from Marc Jacobs. It just adds this I don't know, it's just so fresh and so good. And of course you have the Daisy, which is definitely perfume-like, but then you add in Beautiful Day, which is not very much perfume-like, very light, apple-like, just very bright. And it's a super amazing mix, so definitely try that one out. Next one is Bubble Bath from Replica, which is one of my favorite, probably top 5 fragrances of all time. It is so calming, so beautiful, just it's amazing, but you only need like 2 sprays of it. And I've gotten so many compliments on it that it's like actually ridiculous. So good. So I would highly recommend that. But when you add white t-shirt, it has a lavender note in white t-shirt, which is rare with fragrances. It is very calming, very beautiful. You literally smell like you just got out of like an expensive bath. Like you are in an expensive hotel. You smell freaking good. You're killing it. Like, you could wear that anywhere, but it's so fresh, but it has a warmth to it because of the lavender. Lavender adds the perfect amount of warmth and freshness all at the same time. I think lavender is such an underrated fragrance note, and personally, when I hope to one day put out my own perfume brand, I would love to do one of my first perfumes as a lavender note. I am waiting for about, it might take me a while because I don't know, YouTube's hard to grow on, but maybe TikTok, if that pops off some more, I would probably put out a perfume brand at like 50 to 100,000 followers, around there. I don't know, I've thought about that because I feel like that would be a good business venture for me, and start it online at first. So if you guys are, if you would ever buy my perfume, let me know. Anyways, next one is Jergens Lavender Lotion, which is so good, man. It adds so moisturizing. This is if you have dry skin. And Libra from YSL, which is beautiful. Another one that has lavender. What is up with me with lavender fragrances? That is your night out combo. Promise you guys, if you are going to the club, you're going on a fancy dinner, going out with the girls to a rooftop in the summer, might I add, Michaela is visiting in June, so just wait for that, you guys. We'll be vlogging all the time. But yes, I definitely will be wearing that for sure, for sure. It is truly a beautiful combo, and I'm just obsessed with the Jergens Lavender Lotion. Next combo is actually 2 perfumes, and they're 2 celebrity perfumes, so I love mixing them. You, of course, only use a little bit. This is Kim Kardashian's, her first fragrance ever, and this is Love Rush from Paris Hilton. Oh, Madonna Mia. This is the most beautiful combo due to the gardenia note in here. This has a little bit more sweetness. This has a little bit more of a perfumey vibe to it. Both are very perfumey. So if you're not a big fan of, fragrances like that, I would say definitely do something more of like, it's a peach. So if you don't like floral, especially gardenia, then I promise you, you will not like that. But if you do, definitely recommend. I think a lot of people have this fear of florals, and I used to too. I used to say I hate florals, and now some of my favorite perfumes in the world are florals. So don't be scared, and they're super affordable, so I just love. So anyways, those are my combos. I could definitely make another one of these. Definitely stay tuned for that. Before we go, I'm going to get into a little message of encouragement. So today on my Bible app, it gives you a little verse of the day. I would highly recommend checking that out. So it says, casting all your anxiety upon him. Now, I'm just going to give you that little phrase, okay? It's 1 Peter 5:7. So if you want to go read the whole thing. But sometimes on my YouTube channel, I like to focus like a sentence, because I know, at least for me, sometimes focusing on something small can be so powerful and kind of get through to people a little more, versus sometimes when I'm reading long verses, which I will do sometimes, I do it sometimes, I feel like I get people's attention a little more, if that makes sense. But I definitely want to go into longer verses. So I love how it says, cast your anxiety upon me, because sometimes casting all your anxiety upon me, the all is very important. Now, in life, I get a lot of anxiety with my health-wise. I have health anxiety really bad. When you get anxiety, it feels like you can't breathe. It feels like a rock in your stomach. I don't know what tomorrow may bring. I don't know what next week, next year might bring, but I'm going to put that on God. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to cast this to him, because I can't carry this alone. God wants to take that from you. Jesus is loving. Jesus has so many promises for you of happiness, of joy. He says, anxiety, it's like this has been happening from the beginning of the earth. Anxiety is crippling. It is crippling, and you don't deserve it in your life, because anxiety can hold us back from a lot of things. So you know what? If you're walking into your job interview and you're nervous this week, say, you know what, God, I'm giving it to you. It's all we could do. If I get this job, great. Why am I going to sit here, have anxiety over this, when I don't know what the future may hold? But if I give it to you, I know that you got a bigger plan. Or if you have health anxiety, you're going into a procedure, you're afraid it's not going to work, what do you have to lose to say, here you go, God, here's my anxiety. I can't carry this on my own. It hurts too bad. It makes me too nervous. It makes me scared. I give it to you. And I know it's really hard, and I always say that in my videos. It's not easy, and I think that's the hardest part. It's very easy to say it, but not walk the walk. And I struggle with that too. So I never want you guys to think when I get on here and I preach about God that I don't have my moments when I turn off the camera and cry. Don't want you guys to ever think that. There are moments where I will forget to pray before bed. I am not a perfect Christian by any means. And it's very easy to say, I'm going to cast it upon him. But you keep repeating it. You say it out loud. You keep saying, God, here you go. I can't carry this. Take it off my back. It's crippling me inside. It's eating me alive. Instead of focusing on the negative right now, let me start focusing on the word. Let me start reading the Bible. Let me watch a sermon. Let me say, here you go. I can't do it anymore on my own. And I want you guys to know he's with you. He loves you. He will take that from you. He will take any burden, any anxiety, any depression, whatever you may be going through. You are so valid with whatever you are going through. But give it to him, because he's got you, and he's all we have. We can't put our anxiety anywhere else, or else it's going to stay in here. It's just going to eat you alive. So I love you guys the most. There's so many blessings on the way. So many blessings right in front of you. You just haven't looked hard enough yet. I love you, I love you, I love you. God loves you more than you even know. And I will see you guys in my next one. I'm being stupid.